Um, it's injection day. I'm going for my injection today. So that's going to be awesome. What am I doing? Oh, starting the car. Already. It's been a long day already. We won't talk about it. But yeah, I am going to get my injection this morning. I have the first appointment. The first appointment. Early in the morning. I like to get the first appointment, okay? Because he's fresh. He just got there. He's fresh. He hasn't done anything yet. He's like all fresh, right? Hasn't had time to be irritated or upset or pissed off at anybody. He hasn't had anyone piss him off yet. He's just walking into the office and be like, yay, I'm here. And then I get my injection. Just always take the earliest appointment. Always take the earliest appointment. Because then the doctor's fresh and ain't had nobody piss him off yet. But anyway, that's where we're going today. That's all I've got. Yeah. Today is... Then I have to go to Walmart because I have to get some stuff. Dad needs a raised toilet seat. Because he's having trouble squatting down low enough to sit on the toilet. So I'm going to pick him up a toilet seat. Now I have to tell you, I asked him yesterday. Because he came out of the bathroom and was complaining. And so I asked him yesterday, because I was trying to discern whether or not he would need a raised toilet seat, or if I needed to find some other solution for him. So I asked him, I said, well, is the problem that it's too high, or the problem that it's too low? And I couldn't get a straight answer out of him. He just was in the mood to start an argument. And so I just left it alone, and I was like, okay, whatever, you do you, boo. Which is what I do a lot of the time, is like, whatever, you do you, boo. I can't. I don't have the mental capacity for it today. I'm out of fucking spoons, okay? So anyway, this morning, he goes, my toilet is too low. Do they make a thing a plastic thing that makes it taller, right? And I said, yes. I said, do you want one? I can pick you one up. That's why I was asking you yesterday when you mentioned it, so that I would know. Do I need to pick one up for you? Do you need one? Will this be helpful? You can never get a straight answer out of him. Ever. Almost never. And he's one of those that will hint. You know, he'll say stuff out loud and expect you to be like, oh, do you want, and expect you to offer. No, bitch, if you need something, you need to ask me, because I don't take hints. Okay? There's no hint going on with me. It goes right over my fucking head most of the time. Sometimes I'm getting better at it. Sometimes I'm like, oh, okay, he wants me to do this. But then when you ask him, do you want me to do this? No. Bitch, stop. How are you going to get anything if you don't ask? You have to ask, okay? Psychic, but not like that, okay? Psychic, but not like that. I can't read your mind. You have to tell me things. You have to actually tell me. Tell me. It just drives me crazy. I'm just like, seriously? Because I'll have people hint about stuff all the time around me, and I don't get it because of how my brain brain works. You know, you have to be very direct with me. Don't give me this vague bullshit. You have to directly tell me, this is what I want, this is why I want it, and this is what's going on. Because I don't take hints. I don't handle vague. If you're vague with me, you're gonna be ignored, because my brain can't process that. My brain is like, okay, I guess they're just talking just to talk. Just for the sake of talking. I don't pick up on any of that stuff. Because I'm the person that when I want something, I ask for what I want. I'm not vague, I'm very detailed when I tell you, this is what I want. And I'm very detailed about it. I'm not wishy-washy. I'm not, well, I don't know. No, bitch, if I'm telling you I want something, this is what I want, this is why, and this is how I plan to get it. I'm very direct. Which a lot of people take as being rude or harsh, but how do you expect to have anything if you don't ask? How do you expect to get anything if you don't ask? You have to ask. And I guess that's why I expect everyone else to be that way, and they're not. But my brain can't process that shit. If you're vague to me, okay, I'm just going to assume you're talking just for the sake of talking. I'm going to assume you're like, oh, I wish I could have, or, oh, that shit, oh, well, I wish I could have too. But if I get the opportunity, I'm going to ask for it. That kind of thing. I don't know. People are weird. Everyone says I'm weird. I don't think it's me. I really don't think it's me. I think it's everyone else. I weirded out the store manager the other day. Because you guys know, I'm food driven. Okay, it was close to my lunchtime. We started late, and I should have already been at lunch. So I was pretty hungry, and I was trying to hurry up and just get through, right? And I was talking about what I was going to have for lunch, which was the pretzel. I had a lovely pretzel. We had a food truck outside for Children's Miracle Network. We had a food truck outside that had like all these desserts and things, and so I got a pretzel. And it had caramel drizzled all over it, and the guy gave me a little tub of, that coconut pecan frosting that's always on a German chocolate cake. He gave me a little tub of that to dip my caramelized pretzel in, and it was so good. But I was looking forward to that pretzel, right? And so I was talking about it. I'm like, oh yeah, I can't wait. I'm gonna get a pretzel from that man outside, and it's gonna have caramel, and it's gonna be caramely, salty deliciousness, and I'm gonna have a coffee, and it's gonna be wonderful. The store manager was back there working. She was binning some stuff while I was picking some stuff. And she goes, thanks a lot. She goes, it's bad enough I already woke up hungry. She goes, and I've been fighting it all morning. She goes, and now you're talking about food and you're just making it worse. And I said, well, eat then. I said, if you're hungry, eat. Why are you depriving yourself? If you're hungry, eat. I don't know. Isn't that what you're supposed to do? When you're hungry, you eat, and then you're not hungry anymore, and you're happy. Your body's happy. So I said, well, then eat. I said, why wouldn't you eat? I said, do you know, this is what got her, this whole thing, this whole situation. I said, do you know how pissed off? I said, how pissed off is your ghost going to be if you died right now hungry? If you died and you were hungry, how pissed off would your ghost be? Because mine would be furious. If I died hungry, my ghost would be furious. I would come back and haunt whoever caused me to be hungry. I would haunt them, and I would tell them that they needed to build an altar to me and leave cheeseburgers on it as an offering every single day. That's how pissed off my ghost would be if I died hungry. And she's just looking at me and she goes, so many thoughts I've never thought of. And now I'm thinking of them. And I said, don't let your ghost be pissed off. Don't let your ghost be pissed off. Seriously. How pissed off would your ghost be that you died? Your ghost would be hungry and pissed off. And that's not a good combination. But she's just looking at me with this look like, wow, you are so fucking weird. But, you know, it's true. I don't hide it. That's what I tell everybody. When I first meet anyone, the first words out of my mouth are, I'm super weird and I'm a little bit crazy. But I'm someone you really want as a friend. Trust me. I'm somebody you really want as a friend. Okay? I'm loyal, I'm helpful, I'm funny. Or I will at least make you look and go, the fuck? Sometimes that shit is funny. Sometimes it is. But I think about stuff. Weird stuff that no one else thinks about. Like I saw that one meme that said, always be conscious of what you're wearing because if you die, that's your ghost outfit forever. Just like, so I'm always conscious of what I'm wearing. I don't want to die and look like a fucking ragamuffin. That would suck. My ghost would be pissed. No, my ghost wouldn't be pissed. My ghost would be like, this is me. Bitch, take it or leave it. This is me. I've tried. I try to dress up and stuff and, like, look my best. But then I just feel really fake about it. Was funny because I remember one time we had some special event. It was when I worked for Albertsons and we were having some special event. It was near the holidays and they wanted everyone to dress up really nice, like to the nines, right? And so I did. And everyone just stopped and looked at me and went, oh, wow. The store manager actually went so far as to say, you clean up really well. And I'm like, yeah, right, I know. He goes, why don't you do that more often? I'm like, because it's a pain in the fucking ass, and I don't do that. Sorry. Anything that's a pain in the ass is gone. It's a pain in the ass. I'm not doing it. Anything that I do for me. I don't do it for everyone else to look at. I do it for me. My hair today looks kind of cute. I did it for me. Because I like my hair to be a certain way. I don't like it to look bad. Now, when I'm at home, it's usually on a pineapple on top of my head. But I don't know if I'm going to be doing that much anymore. I had a nightmare, y'all, the other night. Oh my God, I woke up in a panic from a nightmare, smacking myself in the head because I had a dream that I had a tarantula on top of my head, and it was just the bun. It was the bun on top of my head. But I was having this panic dream about, oh my God, there's a tarantula on top of my head. No, it's just your hair. It's your hair. Fucking freak. So on my day off, I was up at 2 o'clock in the morning because I had a panic dream about a tarantula on top of my head that turned out to just be my hair. I can't anymore. This is like, my dreams are too much. My dreams are too much. They really are. Especially when I'm stressed out. Because I used to sleepwalk and sleep talk. And now I only don't sleepwalk anymore that I know of. But sometimes I will sleep talk and I'll have really weird dreams when I'm stressed out. It's the only time it really happens now is when I'm stressed out. That's a whole other matter. Let me tell you, these dreams I have when I'm stressed out, crazy. Absolutely crazy. That's how I got my nickname. Squirrel. Because I had a dream that me and my friend, she's passed away now, but I haven't seen her since high school. My friend and I were standing on the sidewalk. We were bringing in boxes. We had a dolly stacked with boxes, and she owned this shop in my dream. She didn't really in real life. But in my dream, she owned this shop, and we were loading boxes on this dolly, and we were taking them inside. And they were kind of heavy, so after we loaded the boxes on the dolly, we stopped, and we were leaning on the dolly, and we were talking. All of a sudden, a car pulls up and parks in front of her shop. Driving the car is a giant squirrel. People-sized squirrel who starts to get out of the car. And I said, hey, I said, you can't park there. You have to have a special sticker with a squirrel on it to park there. And he chattered at me and did something I'm sure was the equivalent of flipping me off, and then got back in the car and drove away. And I looked at my friend and I went, do you believe that shit? Who the hell does he think he is? Stupid squirrel. And then I woke up. So yeah, that's how I got my nickname, Squirrel. Because I had this crazy dream about a human-sized squirrel. And it was funny because one of my friends, when I told him about the dream, one of my friends goes, what really would have made that so much weirder is if he was speaking Spanish. And I said, no. I said, what would have made it really weird is if he were speaking English. And he goes, well, what language was he speaking? I was like, he was speaking squirrel. Duh. He's a squirrel. He was speaking squirrel. And he was like, okay. But yeah, that was my dream. That was one night. And then in the same week, I had another one about snake puppies. Snake puppies. That one was set at work. There was like this giant snake in the pipes at work. And it was pregnant, which I know snakes lay eggs. Snakes don't have babies. But in my dream, the snake was pregnant and gonna have babies. And it was a really pretty snake with all these bright, beautiful colors on it. It was so pretty. It was such a beautiful snake. And everybody felt bad that they had to, that someone was coming to remove it. Everyone felt bad. They didn't want to have to hurt the snake because the snake was pregnant. And so everyone was trying to figure out how to get the snake out of the pipes, but they couldn't figure out how to get the snake out of the pipes, and they were afraid that the snake would eat everyone. So they decided they were just going to cut the pipes and cut through the snake. And one of the managers, two managers were in my dream. One of them was really upset because she had seen the snake puppies We were calling them snake puppies. I don't know why. Probably because the snake was gonna give birth, and that was like the only thing my brain, like puppies. But one of the managers was upset because she was gonna keep one of the snake puppies, and the one she wanted ended up getting cut when they were trying to cut the snake out of the pipes. And one of the other managers goes, "It's okay. Just pick another snake puppy." He goes, "They're all cute. Just pick another snake puppy." And I looked at him and I went, "The fuck is wrong with you?" And he goes, "What?" And I said, "What? If anything, what makes you think that keeping one of these snake puppies, letting her have one of these snake puppies is a good idea? There is nothing good about keeping one of these snake puppies." And then I woke up. I was just like, snake puppies? Really? Yeah, it was weird. It was super weird. Those are the two weirdest dreams I've had that I remember. Most of the time I don't remember my dreams unless they are super bizarre, which that one was super bizarre. There. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end this, and I will see you later. So thanks for coming by.